On your guys' way back to the Kestrel, there is a poof and a bit of glitter, and then Alviva appears amongst you.
Yeah.
Welcome back, darling.
Hi.
Hi, welcome back. So the tunnel went to a pyramid. There's a swamp in there. We set up a whole bunch of traps because we've got a tower defense this shit. But we're going back to the ship first, so we can try to blow things up before we have to tower defense it. Does that make sense?
Blowing things up, I'm here with you on that. Were there frogs in the swamp? Can we go back to the swamp?
Not yet, but we'll be going back to the swamp later, hopefully.
Also babies. I was on a baby saving mission. I remember that much.
Yes, there were a whole bunch of babies. There's also a live baby / child.
I was starting to gasp in happiness at baby, and then you said child. I don't know how I feel about child.
Well, all the rest of the babies are in eggs at the moment.
That's when they're best.
Alviva, the eggs are so cute. That's when they are best, when they're eggs still.
Yeah. That's the cutest part. Okay.
Because you can, hold them up to the light and be like, oh, look, there's a little baby in there.
Yeah.
There's also a very attractive lizard woman.
Right, she's she bites.
She's great.
So anyway, we need to save all these babies so Cacophony can score with the lizard.
Man, when does Alviva get to score with the lizard?
Depends how well this session goes.
We can score together.
Okay, explosions. Explosions, I understand. Let's explode.
Also, some of the babies are star hearts, which is why the undead are here in the first place. So, watch out for that.
Okay.
That's probably not going to directly affect us, but there is a motive at least.
What am I watching for?
I don't know.
Alright.
A small child with light coming out of his chest?
That's just a different type of fish. But you do have to watch out for those. They're very bitey.
What, glowing fish?
Anglerfish? Yeah.
Glowing fish children, yeah.
All right, so you guys make it back to the Kestrel. You will probably have time here for a short rest if anyone hasn't done one yet.
I don't think we have. I think we just went straight into doing stuff.
Yeah, we went straight into Artie falling into the swamp.
You know what? Go fuck off.
Oof.
Alviva, by the way, Artie is a bit covered in mud at the moment.
Oh.
No, because
Alviva longs to be covered in mud.
he then went into a pond, so he's kind of murky.
Would you like to be not murky, Nap Buddy?
You have two friends with prestidigitation.
Yeah, we can prestidigitate you.
This is helping with my skin. What are you talking? It's so hot out here. It was so nice and humid in there.
Speaking of which, can we talk about just how mean it is for a spell that has as much utility as prestidigitation to have that many syllables in it?
It's not nice.
You have to focus every single time you say prestidigitation out loud because you're just going to start getting into too many syllables like banana.
Yeah, it's a mean trick. It's a mean trick that Wizards of the Coast has played on all of us.
Yeah, I think it's perfect for nerds in the sense that, it's fun you memorize some dumb bullshit, like Roxicorica Falpatorius, and then how often do you get to actually pull that one out? Very rarely.
Yeah, being an adult really does not involve as many opportunities to say and or spell anti-disestablishmentarianism as I would have liked.
Exactly, but D&D's like, we got you if you're that kind of nerd, and you're probably playing a magic person anyway. Learn how to say prestidigitation, and you get that high on a reg.
Okay, cool. Arturos has found the short rest button on the character sheet that I was about to tell you guys about.
I did it.
There's a dedicated short rest button. If you press it, it will automatically refresh all of your abilities that refresh on a short rest.
Did I even take... Yes, I did. That's useful.
I've been created anew in this character sheet, so regardless of what my state was before, I'm squeaky clean.
No, I moved over all of the abilities you'd used up to that point.
Oh.
Although, actually, if we're at the ship, do you have that thing prepared, Mac, that gives, like, bonus hit dice back?
That's an automatic bard thing, so yeah, let me roll that. Okay, everybody additionally gains 4 back.
Cool.
What is your soothing music or oration?
My soothing music right now is Inya.
Nice.
Oh, it's hard to
Who
coordinate all
can
this.
say where the road goes,
Oh god.
where the day goes, only time.
We're so sued. We're so incredibly sued by someone who lives in a castle.
Doubtful.
I mean, that's the better person to be sued by who lives in a castle.
It's true.
This is fair. Alright, so at the conclusion of your short rest, Mr. Hurst lets up a cry and points, and you guys can see that there is another ship approaching. You can't see the details of it yet, but it's moving pretty fast.
Well,
Captain looks up and says, "Alright, everyone to stations."
I will go get in the helm then.
Okay, Jill is going to the helm. I would put you under the thing,
Yeah,
but that would make your
there's a
token
layer.
inaccessible, so I'm gonna have to put you just kind of there. Alright, battle stations. The Mr. Hurst and Finn are going up to the ballista. The ballista needs a crew of 3, though, so one of you will probably have to go to it.
I will go to my roommates.
Okay. Arturos is at the ballista.
Swivel gun.
I guess I'll take a swivel gun too. Unless there's somewhere else useful to me.
Well, I mean, which swivel gun?
Do rock, paper, scissors.
Do you want to go hang out with Valley or Kara?
Oh. Oh, Valley.
I'll let you have. I'll let you have the plant person.
Thank you.
You probably want to get behind the cannon, by the way, not on top of it.
Okay.
Giuliano, mark off one of your highest level spell slots.
Yep. Just so everybody knows, that is my other 5th, so I am out of 5th level spells today.
Nobody die, or at least don't die more than 1 minute away from Jill.
More than 5. Right? No.
The 1 minute is it's
No, it's 1 minute for the regular one, and then it's like 5 days for the other one, right?
yes. So revivify, you have to do it within a minute, which is
Yep.
like it's your battle res. Okay, so the ship takes off and heads towards the other ship, and I'm going to activate a thing, and hopefully the Kestrel should still be navigable to you guys on the top bar.
Yeah, I can still go back to the
Yeah,
Kestrel.
it's still open.
Very cool. Okay, so if something happens that affects things on board the Kestrel, we can pop back and do a thing real quick.
Which it wouldn't, because
Which
why
it-
would that happen?
Okay, and as you approach, you can see that there is indeed another skeleton ship.
There are 2 of them?
Very quickly closing with the Kestrel. So, quick reminder on the movement rules for the Kestrel. Jill, since you're flying the ship, since you spent a 5th level spell slot, the ship can go 500 feet per round. So, very fast.
Okay.
You can only go either in the direction the ship is facing or directly backwards from the ship's facing at half speed. You can change the ship's facing as part of your movement. You can rotate up to 2 hex sides per movement.
Okay.
And the nice thing about the other ship is that it can't shoot us unless its side is toward us, right?
No, it's got a ballista mounted on the front that's on a swivel, but the ballista does not hurt nearly as bad as either of those gun batteries.
Got it.
And do they have any like aft weaponry, or is that completely unguarded?
Cacophony, you inspected the ship. Did you spot any aft weaponry?
I did not. No.
Okay.
No.
So let's just ram it, right?
No.
So we
No,
just blow it up?
that's a big whale skeleton.
Prepare for boarding.
There are so many on the ship.
Okay, now, would somebody, probably Jill, roll initiative for the Kestrel?
Okay. I barely know how to roll initiative for my character on here.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, I see.
The Kestrel wins because it is a much faster ship.
Fuck yeah, that's our baby.
That's your girl. So, starting combat. This is my first time running combat in Foundry, and I'm very excited.
It looks really slick.
hopefully this doesn't go extremely badly. So, first up is the Kestrel. The captain shouts down to the bridge, wheel around behind her, take a shot at her starboard battery while you're passing.
Their starboard or our starboard?
I think they're starboard.
Okay.
This is probably going to have to be an order executed over 2 turns, because it's still quite far away.
Okay, then how do I rotate the icon?
Control, and then roll your mouse wheel.
No, wrong way. No, keep it. It's okay. It's okay. Okay.
For the audience at home, the ship is currently wiggling.
Yeah, no, my mouse wheel actually is experiencing some difficulties lately with with regards to scrolling up. There's something in the laser thing, so yeah, this will be fun.
Whoops.
Okay.
Did not know that.
Yep. So, okay, so how do I make it just go to that again?
Hit space.
Okay.
Whee!
Whee!
Okay, Jill rotates the ship and heads around to the port. And you guys who are all manning the guns, or in Arturos' case, the ballista, have a clear shot right now at the starboard gun battery of the skeleton ship. Although, Arturos, you could fire your cannon arm right now if you so chose.
How far away are they?
500 feet.
Can maybe save the big guns until there's, like, some boss man skeleton. Just
A small boss man.
ruin their specific day.
Your choice, Arturos.
I'm trying to find the description for my tank top because I'm so goddamn tired.
I think 500 feet is the limit for it.
The range on the cannon arm is actually disgusting from what I recall. Let me check. Yeah, the minimum range increment is 600 feet, and the maximum range increment is 2,400 feet for the cannon on the tank top. So you are well within range here, Arturos.
Okay. Yeah, Artie is just gonna start with the cannon arm.
Okay, fire the cannon arm.
I would love to. Hold on, I think I found it.
Go.
No whammy,
go.
no whammy, no whammies.
No.
And that's a null.
That's a null. Oops.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I forgot to put a description in for the tank top. Don't worry about it. Roll attack.
Roll the attack. That's a 14.
Okay, are you aiming for the hull or the battery?
I'm guessing the hull is the bigger target.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with the hull.
Unfortunately, the hull's AC is 15.
Fuck!
Oh.
Oh, no, guys! It's very strong.
Now, does that mean that Artie missed and there's now a cannon going through space at a very fast velocity that will become someone else's problem someday?
Oh, Sir Isaac Newton.
For the sake of not angering Sir Isaac Newton, I will say that the cannonball instead wedges in one of the ribs of the skeleton ship and just kind of sticks there.
Oh my god, though, what if it just, ends up just plopping into, the sphere itself, eventually? Just...
That is eventually what happens to anything that you miss with, is that it just hits the inside of the crystal shell. Or something else on the way.
God, Spelljammer's stupid.
There should just at all times be a D percentile that on a 1% a random missile attack from some other fight somewhere arrives.
Hang on, I gotta write
Alright,
that down.
fucking chaos. Just because you go into the Feywild doesn't mean the rest of us can go into the Feywild.
Wild magic rules for everything all the time.
Fucking chaos confetti over here.
Alright,
Aren't you glad I'm back?
Swivel guns, what do you got?
I can roll. I think.
Go
I don't
first.
know which one I am. Am I port or
Your
starboard?
port, based on,
Okay.
I think, the diagram.
Yeah, you went to the bottom one, your port.
It's a disadvantage right now because we're more than 300 feet away.
Yep.
That's still
Damn.
fucking hit, man.
It still hits. Roll damage.
That was a 23, goddamn.
20 damage.
Okay, are you aiming for the the battery or the hull?
I'm gonna go for...
What would be the advantage between the two locations?
The hull, the battery will have lower hit points, and if you do enough damage for it, you will impair the ship's ability to cause damage to you. However, the hull, if it reaches 0, that's when the ship just starts to break apart.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but this feels like the JRPG rules where you kind of want to, attack, the giant monster's arms or legs first, so then he can't do the
to make
things.
sure it can't hurt you. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the battery.
Okay, you're hitting the starboard battery?
Yeah.
Do they generally have the same AC of the battery in the hull?
In this case, yes.
Okay.
So 28 damage to the starboard battery. Port gun battery, or a port swivel gun. What you got?
I think that was port. I'm the starboard. Pew pew. At disadvantage. That's a 10.
Okay, that shot does go wide, and is going to cause a problem for somebody at some point in the future.
Dang.
Maybe it'll be us. Who knows?
Consequences? Us? Never.
Yeah.
Everything slingshots back around.
So that's all your guys' attacks. Up next is the skeleton ship, which is quite slow and cannot rotate very much.
Wait, did the ballista go, or was
Arturos was on the ballista.
Oh, was he manning it, or
Yes.
It takes 3 people to do it.
Yeah, I just thought when we went to stations, Mr. Hurst was actually at the thing, so no worries.
The skeleton ship is going to be able to flank you and fire. However, it does not have a very high bonus to hit you guys, so you're probably going to be fine. Let's find out.
I also, when it was my turn, I'm gonna just, it's a free action. Or no, it's not, it's an action. Never mind, I can't do a dumb thing for no good reason. Damn it.
Yeah. That's an 11 to hit. I believe that the Kestrel's hull is a 13 AC. Yep, does not hit. So you hear a tremendous boom from the side of the skeleton ship. You feel the cannon rounds pass overhead, but they do not strike the ship. And that is the... no, actually, it's going to fire the ballista as well. That is a 16. That does hit. And that rolls 12 damage, which I believe is below the hull's damage threshold. It is. The damage threshold is 15 for the hull. So you guys get superficial damage as a big ballista bolt funks into the side of the ship. Okay, we are back up to the Kestrel.
That's just enrichment for lawnmower.
By the way, I did not... On the cruel casualty rolling table, I did not put any of the mascot characters.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No
If
mascots
you kill
were...
lawnmower.
No mascots will be harmed during this naval combat.
I like the idea, of enrichment for lawnmower, though. Sometimes we just, bring back shit that we found and just hold it up to him. Sometimes we just take Dewey down and just hold him up so that lawnmower can, plap his face a little. Okay, so I can rotate the Kestrel basically 2.
2 faces, yep.
Okay.
And you can move, rotate, if you so choose.
Okay. And when you say faces, is that increments or, this hexagonal?
Yeah, it's hexagonal. Every side of the hexagon is 1 face.
Okay, so that's 1 face then. Okay.
Okay, Jill brings the ship around to starboard and swings around behind the skeleton ship. All of you guys have another clear shot at either the battery or the starboard battery or the hull on the skeleton ship.
And then I think I'm actually going to go ahead and just finish my movement on that, and I'm going to rotate it so we're more... so our broadside is facing the aft of the Kindori ship.
Gotcha.
Does it have a weak aft?
Well, it sure ain't a thick aft.
Is there a benefit to shooting it up the aft?
There's a secret air vent.
I got a crit, baby!
Whoa.
Okay.
Apparently there is.
Guys, you still do need to narrate what you're doing for the internet people.
So, Cacophony, standing next to Kara, quickly reloads and gets the swivel gun moving. The 2 of them together shift it around to face the... I'm going to go for the battery again to try and take it out.
Okay.
And she aims towards the battery and gets a crit, so I'm rolling my damage now.
Don't roll damage yet. Crits do a different thing in ship combat.
Oh, okay.
So roll normal damage. Actually, don't roll damage yet because one of the possibilities is a thing. So we're going to roll on the critical hit suffered ship for the skeleton ship. It gets ship shaken, which means that the ship rings from the blow of the attack. All creatures not sitting or otherwise firmly tied down must pass a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
I feel like there's a lot of guys on that ship.
There's a lot of guys on that ship.
There might be a lot of guys on that ship.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll for them in batches.
Shake up those skeletons like a bag of bones.
Oh, they're just gonna be stumbling around the ship doing the skeleton dance.
Uh-huh. You can hear the bones rattling from here.
We hear a lot of xylophones.
Yeah, you do hear some skeleton noises.
Oh, that's so many dice rolls.
Yep.
Not
nearly as many as it could be, because I'm rolling for them in batches.
How many batches are you rolling?
1 for each major group on board the ship.
Okay, so that you keep 1,
You
2,
don't-
3, 4, 5,
Hey,
6,
these are
7.
all
So that's
secret.
7 batches.
these are all secret rolls.
That's fine,
We
but
don't
I can
gotta
still
worry
see.
about 'em.
I do
I
not
can still
perceive
see
it.
that Kit rolled
We don't
7
gotta
times for batches of dudes. Yo, there might be some dudes on there.
It's a big ship.
All right. So a thing has happened. You hear a lot of skeleton noises. You hear a lot of xylophone noises from the inside.
Is there
of that
someone
ship.
going awooga?
You do hear, even from this distance, a tremendous thumping noise. The sound of something very large has fallen to the floor.
Oh, I don't like the idea of something very large.
Okay,
I
Alviva and
have
Arturos.
actually, yeah. So I would like. So we're 150 feet away, which like
So wait, did they do damage? Did that still do damage?
That
Did we
still
do
did
the
damage.
on that?
Roll normal damage.
Roll normal damage. Okay.
Yeah, there are some possibilities on the table which are adding additional damage dice, but in this case, you got the ship shaken, which will have an effect later.
So normal damage took 19.
19
And that's
to
towards the battery.
the battery. Beauty, thank you. That battery's starting to look pretty bad.
so 150 feet is like often spellcasting distance and stuff. Can I maybe make a perception check to kind of take an eye at what's going on this ship now that we're closer? If I can see some skeletons and such.
Sure thing, roll perception.
What about 15?
Okay. You see from here, like, the interior of the ship is enclosed, but from what you can see, the cannons on the port side appear to be listing as if there's currently no one crewing them.
Okay. I shared this information. And then I guess I'll take a shot. I guess they wouldn't be any easier to hit because they're not manned, because it's not like they're dodging anyway.
No, the AC of the battery is based entirely on the fact that they're made of very tough wood and metal. Not
Yeah.
that they can dodge.
Yeah, but that would be fun. Cool. Okay, well then I think I will contribute to trying to knock out the battery on the starboard side.
On the starboard side, okay. From your current position, hitting the starboard battery would be very difficult. You would have to roll a disadvantage.
Okay, well then maybe I'll just...
You could probably just take a good hull pod shot from
Yeah,
here.
I think I'll just shoot it up the aft.
Okay, shoot it up the aft.
And so that's not a disadvantage, right? We were at
Not
disadvantage.
a disadvantage.
before?
At this range, you're fine.
24.
That'll
Oh,
hit.
yeah.
Roll your damage.
Hell yeah, 18 damage.
18 damage to the hull. Beauty. Okay, Arturos with the ballista.
All right.
Go, Artie, go.
Artie, Mr. Hurst, and Finn. We're all like, shit. That didn't work. So we quickly turn the ballista around to also aim for the aft. Because it's got a big aft.
It does have a big
Now,
aft.
Nav Squad goes for the aft.
Nav squad. And we both got 24.
All right, roll damage.
It's the episode title, guys.
Yeah, probably.
That's deeply unfortunate.
Write that one down, Jake.
That's an 11.
Okay, unfortunately 11 damage falls below the threshold for the hull, so there is superficial damage as the ballista bolt gets firmly stuck up the ship's aft.
Oh, Artie.
Superficially.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
That's everybody
That's
on the
never happened
Kestrel.
to me before.
That sounded like Dracula.
That does. That does not sound like Artie. That sounds like Dracula.
You're right, that is way more of a Dracula. Blah, blah, blah.
All right.
About Dracula.
So up next is the skeleton ship.
I hope there's no vampires in there.
Well, you're gonna find out fairly soon, one would assume. Okay. Skeleton ship's gonna turn one hex face, and then, still cannot get a shot at you with the battery. Going to attempt to, fly forward 200 feet. And then the ballista is going to swivel around, and it's a very difficult shot from here, from this angle, so it's gonna fire at disadvantage. That's a 6. That's not gonna hit. The ballista bolt goes flying
Hell
off
yeah.
into the distance.
That's right. You suck.
Up next is the Kestrel.
I guess Jill's gonna be like, Captain, what's our next position?
Stay behind her, hull strikes.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm gonna pull to starboard and fly the ship down, I guess, so we are still facing the aft of the ship, and we should still be within. Let me just double check my range there. Yeah, we're still within the 300 feet threshold between us and the Kindori ship, so everybody should be able to get out some good shots.
All right, weapon strikes.
Again, Kara reloads, and Cacophony promptly shifts around to aim the swivel gun. Going to aim for the battery again, since it's pretty near destruction.
Yeah, from this angle, you could hit the starboard battery.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, wait,
What?
I can't do anything right now, but I'm going to call out towards my companions.
Hold on, what did you roll first?
12.
I rolled a 12, sorry.
That's not going to hit, unfortunately.
No. But I call out towards my companions. I'm going to say, Artie!
Yes?
To aim appropriately, you want to aim for the middle mass, and that's going to make it a lot easier. I know you want to hit the ass, Artie, but aim for the middle mass, and that's going to allow the ballista to aim correctly. I'm going to give him a bardic inspo.
Is a mast like an ass?
It's a whale. Does it have a mast?
Aim for the
It's a
thick part.
skeleton. Aim for the fat part. The thick part. THICC. With only 2 C's.
I love how erudite Cacophony sounds right now.
Yeah, with the extremely stupid thing that she's saying.
So what part of a dead whale is most dummy thick, Kit?
I'm guessing the ribs.
The head and trunk torso area of a dead whale is the
Torso.
thickest part.
Torso.
Which would be the
Anyway,
whole.
that gives you an additional 1d8 on your roll.
Alrighty. On my damage or attack?
Attack.
Alright. You got it!
All right, Alviva and Arturos.
You can go ahead and make that roll while you remember the D8.
Yeah. Thank you.
Honestly, that's fair.
And you can punch in the 1d8 bonus if you so choose here or later. It turns out you
Might
miss.
as well do it now, while I remember it. That's a 15.
15 just hits. Are you aiming for the battery or the hull?
I think it would be more poetic to aim for the hull. Artie aims for the
Poetic.
hull and actually goes for the previous cannon that got lodged in the wedges of the ribs.
All right, roll your damage.
That's a 24.
Ooh.
24
Nice.
damage to the hull. The cannonball blasts the second cannonball through, not doing any more damage, but you feel quite proud of yourself for that.
I feel like it did more damage. What are you talking about? That's way more damage.
Alright, and then Alviva is going to try and finish off the battery, because that is tempting that it looks like it could be, wrapped up. She's doing a lot of hooting and hollering and getting her excited. She really loves firing the ship guns. That is an 11.
That's not going to hit you. She got maybe a little too excited.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Okay.
This only slightly diminishes her enthusiasm, because she likes the bit where the gun goes boom. And that happens even if you miss.
That does happen even if you miss. And we'll see if that shot comes back later.
Actually, what's the range on the captain's guns?
On the pistol, well, she could probably hit it from this distance. However, the damage that a pistol does against a ship is
Fair.
superficial.
All
She
right.
might just barely edge over the damage threshold, but she'd have to roll very high. All right, so it is now the skeleton ship's turn. The skeleton ship is going to rotate 1 hex face to starboard and move forward, which brings it into a broadside currently with the Kestrel.
Oh,
So it
hell.
is going to fire the starboard gun battery, the one that's damaged. Oof, that's a natural 20.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck.
All right, so I gotta roll a thing.
Great.
Arturos dies. Rio goes back to bed.
Okay, it's ship shaken again. I need everybody to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Do I?
You are considered secured
technically
because you're
sitting.
inside the helm.
Yeah.
Everyone who's not Jill, please roll a
26.
Damn.
Okay, Alviva's fine.
Artie got a 15.
Arturos is fine.
Wow, 10.
Cacophony is knocked prone.
Oop. Flop.
Shouldn't have worn heels.
It's okay, I can stand up in 5 feet.
Mr. Hurst is knocked prone. Finn is knocked prone.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
The little chef.
The captain is fine. Veli is fine.
Nice.
Kara is knocked prone. So the ship rattles with the impact of these 4 cannon shots as a bunch of you are knocked to the ground. Oh, I'm not looking forward to rolling damage on this.
On your own spaceship.
On my own spaceship, the Kestrel's hull takes 187 points of damage.
Motherfucker!
Yeah.
Leaving it with, hang on, I gotta pull out the calculator, leaving it with 13 hit points.
Oh.
13?
13.
This seems like a bad situation.
We were doing so well.
Yeah, this is why the captain said you could survive 1 hit, not 2.
Yeah.
Coming up to the top of the round, the Kestrel's turn.
This feels like a time to... Okay, I'm just gonna try and get as far away as we can right now, but is that a leave? Is that a leave? Do we do a leave now?
As a bonus action, I would like to use my bardic thing where everybody can stand up and move and take a move action.
Yeah, as part of this turn, you guys could stand up. If Cacophony uses her thing, you could also still fire the ship's weapons on this turn.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would have to dedicate your turn.
I'm going to do that with my thing. So I'm going to do that to everybody who, because that's under 6 people, and I can do it for 6 people. So I'm going to do that to everybody who needs to stand up.
All right. So they all stand up. The weapons are now fully crewed again.
Okay, so what order can we do these things in? Do we have to move first? Can we take some hits while we're lined up right now?
You can shoot and move in any order.
Okay, well then, I'd say, y'all take some pots while we're lined up now, since, that's how broadsides works. It's to their disadvantage and our disadvantage.
Yeah.
And then I'm fucking gonna hightail it as far away as I can.
Yeah, as you are going to move, the captain shouts to you, get some distance between us, and let me just check what the order would be for this on my little list here. I need you to do a battle evasion. I need you to spin the ship. So she's asking you to spin it along the long axis.
Go spinny.
You can choose to do that or not, but you are guessing that spinning the ship along the long axis would mean that any attacks against you are at disadvantage, but also any attacks fired from the ship would be disadvantage. So you can choose to follow this order or not.
Okay.
So do we shoot first?
Let us shoot first!
Then I'd say everybody fire first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go on.
All right. So Cacophony calls out to everyone. There's a swirl of sakura blossoms raining down over her head. And she goes, "Everybody, get up!" And she stands up, and then everybody else can stand up too. And then she and Kara work on the swivel gun, aiming it to shoot. Let's see how that goes. 20.
20 hits. You high firing at the hull or the battery?
I'm going to take out that battery if I can.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Because that helps us. 26.
26 damage to the battery.
Yeah.
Starting to look pretty bad.
Starting.
It looked pretty bad last time.
It's a lot of things that can take a lot of punishment before they stop working.
I guess I will also fire my swivel gun at the battery.
Okay, starboard battery.
I focused real hard. And I still get a 10.
Well, it still makes a loud boom noise.
So people doesn't seem as into it now that, our ship is...
It's very startling. It's very, you hurt in your soul that the ship got hurt.
Yeah, exactly. It hurts my heart and my soul.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts me a lot, actually.
Artie fires the ballista. I rolled a 19.
All right, 19 hits. Roll your damage.
And that's a 22. He's gonna aim for... I forgot the word.
The battery?
The battery. Thank you.
Okay. Ballista bolt right into that battery. You hear a loud thunk noise, and this thing is looking really damaged, barely holding on.
Ah, fucking hell. Okay, then...
Do a barrel roll!
I guess, what does spinning mean in terms of what direction she wants me to face?
She doesn't want you to change your facing.
Okay.
It's a completely, there's no effect on the map here. It just means that from now until the start of your next turn, attacks against this ship are going to have disadvantage.
Okay. Then I'm going to take my entire movement and just move us pretty far back here.
You have to change the ship's facing first.
Can't you move backwards? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I can move backwards.
You can move backwards at half speed.
Okay. Then in that case, bep.
Juliana swings the ship around to starboard and just books it away from the skeleton ship.
And the stars go spinny.
And the stars go spinny.
How does how much damage was that again? 100 something?
187.
How does 187 damage feel to someone in the helm, actually? Out of curiosity.
I didn't land on Spelljammer shock in the critical hit suffered table, so you haven't found out yet.
Great.
There is a potential for some very bad things to happen. All right, so up next is the skeleton ship, which is going to come around and start chasing you guys. And it does not have a broadside on you, so only the ballista is going to be able to fire on you. That's a 12. The Kestrel's AC is 13. The ballista bolt goes wide and does not strike.
Fuck.
Okay, that is the end of the skeleton ship's turn. At the top of the round, there is a rush of movement and a thunk noise as a third ship arrives in the battle.
Hey!
And this one doesn't look like a skeleton ship. This one looks a little weird. It's got a whole
Frog. Looks like a frog.
It looks like a regular sailing ship, but that has a whole bunch of other stuff bolted onto it, including what appears to be 2 gigantic hamster wheels on either side.
Oh no!
Oh no!
It's the gnomes!
The gnomes are
Fucking
here!
gnomes!
The gnomish sidewheeler has arrived in this battle, and the Kestrel is now up.
You guys be careful! Those fuckers are unpredictable.
I'm gonna aim for the other ship. not the gnome ship, of course.
Not the gnome ship.
Yeah. Gnome ship's fine. It can stay there. I'm gonna aim again for the battery. We'll see if I know this is a disadvantage roll.
I mean, I could...
22 with disadvantage.
That does hit.
And 28 damage on the battery.
The battery, there's a loud explosion from within the ship. It appears you actually hit one of the powder stores. And the battery, that entire side of the ship is just blown out. The battery is gone.
You guys can't see it, but I'm lifting my fist in the air in victory.
Okay, so does that mean, is that just the battery on one side, or can they...
It's the starboard battery got hit.
Okay.
And it appears because you hit the powder store, that side does not appear to be crewed particularly much.
Excellent. Alright, well then I might just take a hull shot.
Do it.
11!
Aw.
Viva's not very good at this.
11 does not hit the hull, unfortunately.
Artie's feeling a little dizzy from all this swivels, and he doesn't hit the hull. He misses. He got spooked by the gnomes. He's so gnome-verse. Gnome. Damn it! I was trying to do nervous and gnomes, but it didn't come out right. And
Enter the Gnomeverse.
now
Hi everyone,
Gnomeverse.
as we record, daylight savings time has just come into effect in the United States.
We sleepy.
We sleepy.
Sleepy.
Alright. Jill's gonna rotate the ship hard to starboard, and I am just going to, now that everybody's shot, I'm just going to basically fly behind this known ship and just, hide underneath its coattails.
Hiding behind gnomes, there's nothing with less honor.
Behind the gnomes. You know what? We did a lot. They can take a try at it now.
Okay, it is now the skeleton ship's turn. The skeleton ship is going to turn to face the sidewheeler and try to broadside it. And this is going to... Yeah, no, that's the dead battery, so it can't actually fire. You can see some crew moving around trying to salvage some cannons on that side, but it's not working, so they just have the ballista shot. That is a natural 20, though.
This is why we hide.
This is why you hide behind the gnomes.
They're a fresh ship.
2 extra dice of damage on that.
Fuck.
Okay, they're bigger and fatter, so they probably have more HP.
Yeah, we're tiny?
Yeah, so a ballista bolt fires and thunks into the hull of the ship. Does not appear to do that much damage, though.
Gnomes have got shit you've never seen. Because only they invented it.
And they shouldn't have.
Speaking of which, it is now the side wheeler's turn, and it is going to barrel towards the skeleton ship.
Oh.
Oh, this is going to be so mean.
Boarding.
Boarding.
Yeah, it barrels towards the skeleton ship and actually gets quite an intense range with it.
Oh, boy.
And then fire erupts from the front of the front of the gnomish ship.
Oh my god.
They have a flamethrower attached to their spaceship?
They fucking would.
They have a flamethrower attached to their spaceship.
Now, I've recently been
Beautiful.
reminded that fire and the phlogiston are not friends, so this seems kind of crazy.
Well, this isn't the phlogiston.
Yeah, but it could be.
But
they
it
have,
could
they have
be.
something that makes fire in the phlogiston.
The hull of the skeleton ship takes 101 fire damage.
Jeezy crazy.
I want the audience to know that the gnome ship icon, it looks like a giant mushroom with wings.
Really? I think it looks like a squid.
I think it looks like a frog.
Or a
I think it looks like a
jellyfish.
dick.
All of these answers might be correct.
The reason I said mushroom is because it does look like a dick, yes.
It looks like a squid. They have the little triangle heads.
That is the end of the gnomish ship's turn. It is now the Kestrel's turn.
I mean, they got it, right? Like,
I think
Jeez,
they've got
crazy.
it.
I think we just sit back and watch the show.
I can't in good look. I will hide behind them for a turn. I will put them between us and I can't in good conscience just I feel like we should still get some pot shots.
I'm gonna keep doing pot shots, baby.
The captain, for the record, has just watched this take place and is absolutely speechless. She has no orders for you this turn.
All right, well, nobody takes shots yet. I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna rotate starboard and just sort of come back. I think that puts us within range.
For the aft again?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back and put us within range against the starboard aft.
For once, Cacophony and Kara swiftly reload and then shift their swivel gun to aim up the aft.
All right, fucking fire.
Let's go, lesbians!
Let's go, lesbians! 24, baby!
24 hits.
33.
Let's go,
damn.
lesbians!
Lesbian power.
Yeah, that'll be to the hull since you can't strike the port battery from here.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful. The shot thunks into the hull amongst the smoldering remains of one side of the ship.
Alright. Alviva totally is not feeling competitive or bad about the fact that Cacophony Erwin is doing better at a shooting thing than she is. And so gets a nat 20.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Let me roll the thing. I'm using this critical hit stuff for table way more than I thought I would. All right, ship shaking again. I gotta roll some stuff.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Alviva sees all these hits that other people are making. She's getting more and more frustrated, gritting her teeth. Her hair becomes gibbly, and she fires.
Just floats up in concentration.
Powered not by, like, the will of protecting her friends or anything particularly, but the, like, damn it, I can't be worse than my teammates at this.
Powered
All right.
by teenage frustration.
Yeah, even at this range, you can hear the sound of something very heavy once again falling over inside the ship.
Hilarious.
Teen rage.
So normal damage is 19.
Okay, 19 damage to the hull. Beauty. Okay.
Good job, Alviva!
Yes! You see that? I did that.
You got
We,
right
we
up
did
the
that,
aft.
Belly. Belly, we did that. Nice. High five. Does Belly give me a high five?
Veli does give you a high five.
Okay,
Yes!
you have to validate us. Do they
Yeah,
give us
I-
high fives?
I need to know if I'm left hanging by the aloft plant person.
I'm gonna also, as a bonus action, use my rogue master of tactics. I'm gonna call out to Artie and it's like, Artie, remember what I said? Aim for the thick bit that's currently on fire, which gives Artie advantage on his attack.
Okay.
Aim for the flaming aft.
It's a good cocktail name.
Advantage is 23.
23 hits.
Artie just gives a thumbs up and fires again. That's a 19.
19 damage. This battle is starting to turn pretty definitively. And the skeleton ship, like, these things can take a lot of punishment, but this one's not looking very good.
God, I hate that I'm being saved by a dick boat again.
How often does that happen?
You have to yell that up.
I mean,
For Artie
technically,
to
he is right above Jill, so, like, she could probably hear him muttering, like, how often does that happen?
Not too often.
Alright, that's the Kestrel's turn, I believe. So up next is the skeleton ship, which is having a bad time. It is going to, what direction is it gonna go? It's gonna rotate to, port, and attempt to get some distance between it and the side wheeler, because it doesn't want that fire thing to happen again. And it can't really get a clear ballista shot at either of you from this angle, so that's its turn. The gnomish ship is up next. What's the maneuverability on this one? Oh, not very high, but that's probably fine. It is going to turn to port, and then attempt to broadside the skeleton ship, and you see that there is like a very chaotic jumble of cannons on the deck.
Yeah, what kind of Looney Tunes-ass weaponry are they broadsiding with?
And it is going to fire with a starboard gun battery.
Hold on. I want to say, in my brain space, a lot of those hamster wheels start turning, things, the hatches start opening, and guns start rotating until they decide, yeah, this is the one. This is the one we're going to use.
Can we also consider the idea the hamsters have guns?
Alright. I want you to know that there is an element here that says Gnomish Engineering. On a roll of a natural 1, the battery rolls damage as normal, but applies that damage to itself instead.
Beautiful,
That sounds right.
perfect. Correct.
Alright, and it fires
Sounds like gnomes.
23 and deals 246 damage
Oh
to the skeleton
my
ship.
What the fuck did they just fire?
A battery of 4 cannons, same as the skeleton ship has.
Again,
Jesus.
they're being rotated by the hamster wheels.
That is the side wheeler's turn. Alright, Kestrel's up.
Can you get us closer, Jill?
Sure.
Hey, make sure we're not in range from that fucking death trap.
You mean the one that's saving our asses right now?
Yeah, they're sitting there right now. Just wait till it blows up in your face.
No thanks. I'm gonna rotate the ship hard to starboard again and fly us in so we are a little closer to, again, back on the aft, because the aft is working really well for us.
It does appear to be going quite well.
Are we just out of 300 right now, or it's
You
kind of
are
hard to tell where to
just
grow?
out of range for the 300, so
I mean, I can readjust that movement though, right?
yeah, you can
Yeah,
you can adjust that movement a bit.
that should do it. Yep.
So Cacophony and Kara again swivel their gun around to aim it up the aft, as one does.
Like that can't not be the episode title now.
25, baby!
The 25 hits.
With 10 damage. And then Cacophony this time calls out to Alviva. Alviva, dear!
Yeah?
That last hit was wonderful. I saw that you aimed straight up that aft. You did amazing, sweetie. Do it again for Master of Tactics for advantage on her roll.
Yeah, this works real well. That is a 20, not a dirty 20.
Hooray! Roll damage.
Yes. Yes. 18.
All right, 18 damage. This ship's hull is starting to look really bad. It's like Swiss cheese. It's barely holding together.
Whale cheese.
Oh, no.
Mm-mm.
I don't like this.
Swiss blubber?
Yeah, I think it'd be blubber.
Yeah, Swiss blubber.
Gross. With that in mind.
With that in mind.
Artie shoots the ballista. It's a normal roll this time. That's a 19.
19 hits. Roll your damage.
22 up the aft.
I want you to
Nice.
know, Artie, that it had exactly 22 hit points left.
Yeah,
Yay!
So with that final ballista shot, you seem to hit like the one thing that was holding the rest of the skeleton ship together, as it just starts to fall apart and plummet towards the ruined city. And as it crashes, I have to roll a thing.
Don't like that.
Oh shit, I hope it doesn't hit the pyramid.
I think the pyramid would be fine, honestly.
You don't want to tap on the glass. He says to God.
Tap on what?
The skeleton ship hurtles towards the center of that ruined city and just kind of ground plus broken ship. The ground is gonna win. That ship just shatters as it hits the ground, digging up a furrow as it just drives through the dirt before eventually coming to a stop and just landing on the ground in just pieces. And then there's a couple of moments that pass. And then you see, stumbling out, a bare handful of undead soldiers, one much larger undead creature, and some kind of armored figure that you suppose must be the commander.
Okay, let's get landed.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's gone too. I was checking on the helmsman. He's no.
He's no.
Okay.
Well, that's probably more of a mercy than anything.
All right, so you guys are swinging the Kestrel down to land, I assume?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, are you going to try and land near the crash site, or are you going to... Because landing near the crash site, there's not a lot of clear ground there. You guys would have to tuck and roll. Alternatively, you could land outside the city.
Well, I can't really tuck and roll. I'm flying the ship, so unless we do a real quick tag out.
As you're doing that, Kara runs down to the bridge and goes, I can take it if you need to.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, you switch off with Kara. Kara flies the ship down, manages to get the ship about 20 feet off the ground as it screams by. Is everyone jumping off?
Tuck and roll, baby!
Sure, sounds badass.
Yeah, roll.
I don't-
Tuck
yeah.
and roll.
Do it.
Gem Jammer is performed by Alexi Peppers, Annie Creighton, Kit Walker, Mackenzie Weaver, and Rio, and is edited by Jake Mason. Our character designs are by Rio, who you can find at vriosart on Twitter, and our cover art is by Canary Witch, who you can find at doodlesfromthebird.tumblr.com. Our opening and closing music is by Reckoning Storm AudioWorks. For more episodes of this show and our other shows, as well as news, check out our website at crookedrussiancamp.horse.
Brown honey. Hey! You have absolutely nothing to bark at. You're inventing problems!
Borf.
Borf.
It is literally just John.
Borf.
But what if... still harder. But what if John is still a stranger, though?
No. Brune just, loses count of how many people exist in the house sometimes. And then she hears one of us move somewhere else in the house. She's like, holy shit! Problems! There are problems I've made up!